Did I spend about 5 minutes looking around for this? Yes. You're just my eternal sunshine. Sunshine won't break, can't shake this fairy rhyme. So now that the coast is clear for a bit, should I get one of these surprise micro figure things? It's a surprise Sonic character. I mean, I came here for pants, but it's Target, so I think I'll get one. You know what? I'm gonna get one. And I'm hoping it's Shadow or Sonic. When you see two of your fandoms together, South Park and Sonic right below it. Today is actually the day where Sonic X Shadow Generations is like officially out for everything. The reason I'm excited is not because I get to play it, because I don't have a gaming console. The last console I had was a Wii. So since then, I watch people on YouTube. I watch Let's Plays, and so I'm excited because now I have a bunch of new cutscenes to watch. Okay. Let's see who I got. Oh, you still can't tell who it is because it's in another box. Oh. It's Metal Sonic. I really thought it was Shadow for like a split second. Doesn't that... Okay, that's what I saw first. That's what I saw first. Like, I was like, oh my god, are those air shoes? Oh. So I got my headshots done this morning, and I had the best time. The photographer was amazing. I'm grateful that I finally got that done because I've been needing new headshots for a minute. This kind of looks good. I used to eat these all the time. I mean, I grabbed dark chocolate already, but maybe I should get this instead of the dark chocolate. So recently, my job cut back some of our hours because of labor rules. And I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to practice go with the flow, because everything always happens for a reason, right? It's cheesy, but that's what I like to believe. I sent out one application for another job. I've never worked 2 jobs before. So I'm gonna try that. And I'm also looking at nanny jobs. Aside from that, I'm just gonna sit back, chill, and just allow things to come in, because there could be an acting project. Even if I'm just an extra, I'll take it. There could be a last minute casting for an extra this week, and I may be needed. So you gotta keep it open. It's just a tripod. It's not gonna get you. Say hi to our 5 viewers. So, a harsh truth that I've known, but it just really hit me now, is that no one really cares what you're doing necessarily, which makes sense because we all have like our own worries, our own problems, our own desires and achievements that are our own goals that we want to achieve. That whole sentence, no one really cares what you're doing. On one end, it's a relief, but at the other end, it kind of feels a little isolating or lonely. Anyone really, I mean, this applies to anybody, but especially people in the creative field. It's like part of it is always wanting to be noticed, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like you're given attention for like a fleeting moment or a few moments, and then everyone goes back to their own lives, right? Which makes sense. You know, you shouldn't expect people to pay attention to you 24/7. But it's weird because, like, personally, I know that it's my life and I can do whatever I want, but yet, and I'm sure we've all been through this, you have moments of downfall, like, or just a little bit of slip ups, you make a mistake, or suddenly, like, you change the entire trajectory. you change your entire like idea of what you want to do, whether it's a major or a job or whatever. And it's like, even though no one's really paying attention to you that much, suddenly when you decide to change something, like, for me, example, when I was like suddenly like kind of job hopping for a bit, suddenly it seemed like everyone was paying attention. And I feel like that's definitely true when it comes to like your family. Like, I love my family, don't get me wrong, I love my family, they support me no matter what I do. But I've had some experiences where it's like I'm suddenly not feeling something anymore, and although I can do what I want, like when I've changed jobs or when I stopped doing 9 to 5 and I was nannying for a bit, I definitely suddenly had questions at me, and it just suddenly felt really heavy, and it's like, why is everyone suddenly paying attention? So yeah, that's kind of something I was thinking about when I was at the grocery store last night. Like, especially when it comes to acting, it's like I just act because I love it, and that little bit of attention, that's like a couple of the extra sprinkles on top. But I'm trying to teach myself to not just go after that. Just do what you do because you enjoy it, right? Don't chase anything for constant love and support. You got to just already have that within yourself. That's just something that kind of hit me for a bit. Something else, again, that I've always known, but I'm kind of like really experiencing it right now, is solitude is extremely important. And it's a little weird for me to say that because I've always been introverted, so I'm used to spending time with myself. But then, as I got slightly older and, I was slowly making more friends, and then like I started, there was like kind of like a consistency with acting. Like, I was in multiple student films at one point. Like, I was like, the ball was rolling, and I was around a lot of people most of the time. But nowadays, the people I spend time with, like, they obviously, like, they're in school, or like, they have families of their own now, or even just like job schedules and all of that. It's wonderful. But like lately, I've been spending quite a bit of time by myself, and there's definitely been moments where my mind goes into overdrive, and it's like, man, no one wants to hang out with you, you're lame, you're, all of that stuff. And I know that none of the thoughts in my head are true. But it's just interesting because, yeah, it's been lonely here and there, but because of this alone time, I've really been able to I've really been able to kind of like look within myself. I know that sounds really cheesy, but it's definitely been a lot of time of self-reflection. I've been crafting a bit more. Like, I made these random ghosts made out of toilet paper rolls. And then I've been getting back into drawing, journaling. I haven't meditated in a while. So yesterday when I got back home from taking my headshots, I just laid down with no music and I just breathed for like, I think 10 minutes. And I really needed that. And it's like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, you need it. And then when you actually do the thing that you needed to do, you're like, wow, I really needed to do that. That's kind of like what this alone time feels like right now. As of now, my hours at my job have been extremely shortened, so I'm off now a lot of the times, and there's not really any acting going on at the moment, so I'm spending a lot of time on my own. I've been taking the dog to that park nearly every morning. Yeah, it's, and obviously because you're alone, you're thinking a lot, but it's like, it just really gives you a chance to really look at what's going through your head. It's almost like you're watching a TV show, but it's not a TV show, it's your thoughts, You're just kind of, solitude just really allows you to look at what's going on in your mind, what's going on in the back of your mind. So yeah, solitude is extremely important. And I definitely needed it for sure.
Hi, Frankie. Who's your good boy?